Hello everybody, I am happy to have the opportunity to address you on the occasion of the Thessaloniki International Symposium on World Affairs. Your annual symposium has become a leading forum to discuss truly global challenges, and as our world is becoming every day more global, more interconnected, I can only salute you all, organizers and participants, for your contribution to making our planet a better place to live on. This year, your chosen topic is 2018, between the promise of change and the despair of new conflicts. 2018 looks like being a key year for our planet and for Europe indeed. However, allow me to disagree with one word in the topic you have chosen, despair. Yes, 2018 appears on the horizon as accompanied by dark clouds, again both on the European level and the global one. However, I have chosen to focus on the first half of this year's topic, promise of change. It is, after all, a question of personal choice. In Europe, recent developments, Brexit, migration, future economic growth, can be seen either as worrying threats or a wake-up call. I have chosen to see them as an opportunity we must seize. The world around us is changing at a faster and faster pace. Time has come to reflect on how to make the most of those changes. It means, first of all, making sure the post-2020 financial period will help lead Europe and 500 million Europeans towards a brighter future. Agreeing on the future financial framework for Europe amounts to agreeing on Europe's future political priorities. Then, once we have agreed on those political priorities, financial resources can be shared accordingly. You won't be surprised to hear that I will fight for a strong cohesion policy for the post-2020 period, not only because it is my portfolio, but because I believe it is Europe's best and strongest policy for the future. As we are facing economic, social and political challenges, only cohesion policy includes those three dimensions. An economic dimension, as it is the strongest investment tool at our disposal. The recent cohesion report shows that cohesion policy was a lifeline for thousands of cities, regions and businesses in the darkest hours of the economic crisis. As national budgets were cutting investment, cohesion policy remains the only rock of financial stability, helping create jobs, supporting small and medium enterprises, funding public service infrastructure across Europe. In the 2007-2013 financial period, it created over 1 million jobs, and it will keep creating jobs in the current period. Cohesion policy also has a social dimension, as it goes where the private sector hesitates to go, to invest in poorer areas, in order to leave nobody behind, in order to truly take everybody on board. By doing so, it helps prevent the feeling of exclusion that breeds resentments and feeds populist parties. And finally, cohesion policy has a political dimension. That dimension is the sum of the two previous ones. By fostering economic and social benefits, it sends a message that Europe really cares, that Europe is much more than Brussels bureaucracy. By working with cities and local stakeholders, it is a policy closest to our citizens. For all those reasons, I believe that a simpler, more flexible cohesion policy is indeed a promise of change to counter any despair. But we will need to convince all the member states of this, given the expected budgetary limitations. And to do this, the key word is communicating, explaining, demonstrating, showing that cohesion policy improves everybody's life is a necessity. I know I can count on your support to spread the message for the greater good of 500 million Europeans. Thank you, and I wish you fruitful and rich debates in Thessaloniki. Efcharistopoli.